Hello, everyone. You are listening to the Untapped Mana podcast. I am your host, Palmer Snell, and hope you can join me today as we dive into the wonderful world of Magic the Gathering. So, in today's episode, I'm going to go over why this is the end of the road to MagicCon, and sadly, actually, why I'm not going this year. But in happier news, there is a brand new secret lair called Sheldon's Spellbook, and that benefits the American Cancer Society. I'll be talking about a brand new sponsorship for the show, the Pro Tour and the Arena Open for the Murders at Karloff Manor, and, of course, the Fallout set that is releasing March 8th, 2024, which we now know about the mechanics and the commander decks. So if you're ready, then sit back, relax, grab a bag of popcorn, and enjoy the show. Alright, so diving on into things, we're going to go to the end of the road of MagicCon. I am very sad to talk about this, just because I wasn't actually able to get tickets. And I said in last week's episode that I got tickets from a guy on Reddit, and it was going good, and then he ghosted me, and the tickets never came. The tickets sold out before I could buy them due to a family emergency and me just not prepared to get them, and I went onto Reddit hoping that somebody would have tickets, and somebody did, and once I sent money, then I got ghosted, which that's a typical scam. But I always want to look at the good parts of everything bad that happens. So not only can I learn from getting scammed, but I want to help everyone else learn from getting scammed. Know if an offer is too good to be true, it's probably a scam. Now, in this case, it wasn't. These were very reasonable prices. There was no implications to showing it was a scam, any of that. I think I got unlucky because I even know another guy who got tickets from the same person, and his tickets came in. So I was in just a really bad situation, but I hope this never happens to anybody. And just know that if you ever questioning how a scam is maybe feeling, or if you have any questions, go ahead, send me a DM on Instagram and I'll help you out, because I don't want anyone to ever be scammed on product, cards, anything like that. But if we can take a good look at this and reflect on it, then that's all that matters, because Untapped Mana does have an announcement for 2024, and that is, even though we couldn't go to Chicago MagicCon 2024, Viva Las Vegas, we're going to MagicCon Vegas 2024. So, it sucks that I can't go to Chicago, but I'm going to have a trip to Vegas, and we are going to do a special episode in MagicCon 2024 in Vegas. Cannot wait. More on that in the future. So now back to actual Magic news. There is a brand new secret lair coming out. Not out yet, but will be coming out soon, called Sheldon's Spellbook to benefit the American Cancer Society. So who is Sheldon? Well, it is Sheldon Minery. He is the godfather of Commander. He passed away actually September 8th, 2023 after fighting a 7-year battle with throat cancer. So a lot of people know him in the Commander kind of game and community. He was the one who built it. I mean, so many impacts to this game. Commander's one of my favorite formats, so a very important guy in just the whole shebang of Commander. And Magic thought they would honor that with a brand new secret lair. Some of the cards included are Sheldon the Commander, which is Ruhan of the Fomori, a Command Tower, Eldarmi's Vineyard, Ink Shield, Teferi's Protection, a beautiful Soul Ring, and then Bene Supremo, which is Greater Good in English, but the card is in Italian because Sheldon was also Italian. So that's kind of a cool thing to do, and just to show his lineage and make it all nice for him. And I know a huge amount of the money made from this will be going to the American Cancer Society. So great job on Wizards' part, on Magic's part. Whole good thing. I'm probably going to end up ordering it. The cards look amazing. It's for a good cause. So definitely check that out once it gets released. I am excited to announce that the Untapped Mana Show is now officially sponsored by Zeke's Comics and Games in Washington, Illinois. Zeke's has so much to offer in the realm of hobbies, Pokemon, Games Workshop, D&D, and so much more, with Magic product coming very soon. And I'll have to leak some information here, but I've heard through the grapevine that there may be a promo code in the future for discounts for future product releases, so make sure you listen to episodes to see if you can get that special discount code, and maybe I'll make your products cheaper for you. But aside from that, Zeke's has their own website and TCG player seller profile, where you can shop card singles from Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Flesh and Blood, and Lorcana, with some of the most reasonable prices you can find on the market. To find out more information and to see the products they offer on their TCG player and their website, check out my link tree in my Instagram bio or go to linktr.ee/untappedmanashow.com. You can also find all of my socials there and other ways to listen to the podcast. But definitely check out Zeke's, order some stuff, check out their TCG player. Lots of good cards. Thank you so much for sponsoring the channel. For any of you competitive or arena players, there is a Pro Tour going on right now, and the Magic the Gathering Arena Open event for the Murders at the Karlov Manor happening soon. February 23rd through 25th, Magic will host 3 special events. Day 1 and 2 are both Draft and Pioneer formats, with Day 3 being Pioneer Top 8 Elimination. You can watch on twitch.tv/magic, or look for the hashtag PTKarlov. And for your arena players, the Murders at the Karlov Manor Open starts March 2nd and goes through March 3rd. It is sealed in draft formats on Arena, and for anyone who plays, they have the chance to earn the invitation to the April qualifier weekend and up to $2,000. Anyone who also enters will receive the War Leader's Call sleeve art by Aldo Dominguez. Now let's step outside the vault and look at the Magic the Gathering Universes Beyond Fallout. Vault Dwellers prepare! This new set-ish is releasing March 8th. Preview started on February 20th and the full set was revealed by February 24th. There are 4 brand new Commander decks and collector boxes with boosters. The collector packs are going to feel like the Doctor Who collector packs, but instead of the Showcase TARDIS treatment, they will have Showcase Pip-Boy treatment based on the gauntlet in the video games. Borderless Vault Boy artwork, 9 new special artworks with 6 already being announced, Arcane Signet, Soul Ring, Nuka-Cola, Vending Machine, Ravages of War, Crucible of Worlds, and Wasteland will all be included. These are special arts with the Vault Boy from the games. It's a more cartoony character, but with serious things happening behind him. These cards are beautiful. I cannot wait to get my hands on them, especially the Soul Ring. This is taken straight from magic.wizards.com. You can also expect non-foil full art basic lands and Magic the Gathering Fallout Commander decks, with 5 depicting isometric environments like those seen in the classic Fallout games. These are available in traditional foil and surge foil and collector boosters, and will be included in the Commander decks. And as with every collector set, extended cards will also make their occurrence, where you can get 6 to 7 of those in every collector pack. Some very special serialized cards referencing the 7 different bobbleheads found throughout the map of the Fallout games will be included in these. 7 bobbleheads will each have a serialized 500 printing count as well. Here is the collector pack rates that I have found. Don't know if they're official, but I found them, and this seems pretty legit, so these collector packs are going to be full of some great stuff. So each pack will have a traditional basic land, and 1 in 3 cards will be surge foil for the lands. 1 traditional foil rare or mythic rare. 1 in 10 cards will then be surge foil. 1 card from each different commander deck. Another 1 in 10 will be surge foil. So 4 different cards because there's 4 different commander decks. 1 non-foil extended art new card. 1 non-foil extended art reprint. 1 foil extended art new card. 1 foil extended art reprint. 1 surge foil extended art new. 1 surge foil extended art reprint. 1 surge foil wild card, which cannot be the Pip-Boy, Vault Boy, or a basic land. 1 non-foilless or showcase, or 1 non-foil borderless or showcase. 1 surge foil, regular foil, or serialized double rainbow, which are those bobbleheads, and 1 double-sided token. A secret lair will release after the set, including cards maybe not in the set or special cards. We're actually not sure yet. Here's a note from the editor. As I'm recording this, so much has dropped at MagicCon. Oh my goodness. Sets Assassin's Creed, Bloomborough, Outlaws at Thunder Junction, Modern Horizons 3. So many cards have been leaked. So much product's been leaked. So actually, if you check out my Instagram, the brand new secret lair is already on there with the cards and the arts. They look beautiful. Don't know when it releases, but I already have the cards up there. But yes, as of recording, didn't know it was happening. There is so much to go over from MagicCon, but this will be next week's episode. So go ahead, check out the Instagram if you want to see the secret lair spoilers. The launch promo card is War Room, which includes Vault Boy art. You can get these in your local game store from March 8th through March 10th. during their launch party or on release of the product. Like I mentioned before, there are 4 brand new Commander decks with the release of the Fallout. Starting off is the Scrappy Survivors, commanded by Dogmeat Everloyal and Preston Garvey. This red, green, and white deck is all about getting auras and equipment onto your creatures and then attacking to create the new Junk token. These tap and sack artifacts, you could exile the top card of your deck and you may play the exiled card this turn. I will be purchasing this deck, so I'll have a special showcase on the YouTube and on the Instagram, which is all about the deck. Hopefully trying to get them all, but I know for sure I'm definitely getting Scrappy Survivors. So the deck that we have next is Hail Caesar, commanded by, of course, Caesar, Legion's Emperor, and Mr. House, President and CEO. This red, white, and black deck is all about sacrificing your own creatures to gain life, then to create more creatures, and do damage to the whole board. Of course, it's red, black, there's going to be lots of destruction, even in white there's lots of destruction, so this deck's going to be really cool with Resurrection and so many other things. What I've been told by Bill Nye is that science rules, and in the brand new deck titled Science, Dr. Madison Lee and Liberty Prime Recharged command this blue, white, and red deck all about casting artifacts to gain energy counters, which can then be used to use Dr. Madison Lee's different abilities. Last but not least, we have the 4th deck in the list, which is Mutant Menace. This mutant-filled deck ranks 2nd in the most desired decks from the set for me. This is a green, black, and blue commander deck, commanded by the Wise Mothman and the Master Transcendent, and is all about creating wild and weird mutants and then giving other players rad counters to then mill your own deck to get +1/+1 counters. With every set that Magic releases, there are always new mechanics and keywords, and just like Fallout, it's the same. This set brings 3 brand new mechanics to the game and 2 more back from prior sets. Starting off for the new, we have the Junk token, which is included in the Dogmeat Precon. The token is an artifact that has the ability to tap, sacrifice this artifact, exile the top card of your library, you may play that card this turn. Activate only as a sorcery. If you choose to play the exiled card, you pay all its mana cost and you must follow all normal rules for playing the card. Really cool for decks that want you to exile stuff, want you to get stuff from different zones. I really am going to enjoy this, and that's why I ordered the Dogmeat Precon. Of course, with nuclear fallout is going to consist of radiation, so the designers thought, let's put some rad counters on these creatures. The rad counter represents your current radiation levels, and the higher it is, the more serious the impact. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you mill cards equal to the number of rad counters you have. For each non-land card you mill this way, you lose 1 life, and you also lose a rad counter. This information is all taken from magic.wizards.com. They did release all the mechanics, so if you want to dive more in depth, definitely check out their newsfeed. Lots of cool stuff, but I got most of what they said just because there are so many new things with this Fallout set coming out in the last couple days. In Fallout, the batteries won't always work to the survivors, and Vault Dwellers sometimes have to rely on energy. Introducing the new energy counters. These counters are unlike the rad counters. They won't do damage to you, but will instead help you pay for mana costs that are associated with the energy symbol, which is a upside down pentagon with a lightning bolt through the middle. Going old school and away from the new mechanics, we're now going to take a look at one of my all-time favorites, Proliferate. Proliferate reads that you may choose any number of players and or permanents that have 1 or more counters on them. Then, for each kind of counter already there, add another counter. This includes new rad counters, energy counters, but also +1/+1 counters, Planeswalker loyalty counters, poison counters, and so many more. And last but certainly not least is the squad mechanic. This reads, as an additional cost to cast the spell, you may pay 2 colorless any number of times. When this creature enters the battlefield, create that many tokens that are a copy of it. I've used this keyword a lot in my Warhammer 40k decks with all the different fun soldiers getting to do cool things when you have lots of extra mana laying around. With MagicCon 2024 happening this week, there has been so many things announced. Included in this list is Modern Horizons 3, Bloomburrow, Outlaws of Thunder Junction, Assassin's Creed, and tons more Fallout. I'm taking a look at my phone right now because I have the leaks pulled up, and there is so much. So starting off with Modern Horizons 3, it looks like the Eldrazi are coming back because there are tons of Eldrazi in this set, and the full art lands showcase Eldrazi in your different favorite regions, your swamps, plains, forests, islands, mountains, the whole shebang. It also looks like that the sack lands are coming back for this set. Introduced are Bloodstained Mire, Flooded Strand, Polluted Delta, Windswept Heath, Wooded Foothills. There are lots of different cards. There's lots of different arts for them. There's full arts, there's normal arts, there's foil etched, there is the old school arts. So lots of different cards for each different thing. Again, lots of Eldrazi. So many things. I love these lands. I wish I could show them right now, but these lands just have Eldrazi walking through each of these different areas, and they just look beautiful. It also looks like some of the cards will also be serialized, but not out of 500, but it looks like out of 250. We got the next main set, which is Outlaws at Thunder Junction. This includes tons of villains from across the multiverse in a Wild West, American Wild West kind of plane. It's unannounced what it is, but this set looks really cool. I also love the full art lands have the different locations. So for example, the island is a giant waterfall, but revealing from the waterfall is a stone that looks like the water symbol, the island symbol. These lands are beautiful. The plains, it's the clouds that make up that sun. I mean, I cannot wait to get my hands on these. Looks like showcase cards are wanted posters, so that's really cool. There's extended arts, the crime bonus sheets. Ooh, looks like a lot of cool cards coming back. Thoughtseize, Grime Punishment, and there's also borderless versions of those. So that's going to kind of be like our enchantment section from Eldraine, where it's cards coming back. And the Vault bonus sheet. So these have a vault. Oh, these are coming from the vault. So we got Nexus of Becoming, Sword of Wealth and Power. Lots of good stuff. And there's extended art and raised foil treatments. This is also cool. Next week's episode, we're going to dive really deep into all of this, but this is just kind of what's been announced. That way you hear here first. Next, we got Assassin's Creed with a couple different commanders being showcased. Leonardo da Vinci. That's definitely interesting. Oh, the Sword of Feast and Famine makes its return. And Cleopatra is also here. So lots of cool stuff. Oh, the Hidden Blade. That one's really cool. There's so many things I'm just scrolling through. So it looks like for all those cards, there's also showcase foils, which the showcase there's a part of the game where you kind of, I can never remember the name, but you go from the real life to the historical place in Assassin's Creed, and it's like this white, purple, glitchy area. That's what these alternate art looks like. And the borderless, oh, they are beautiful. Oh, they are so beautiful. If you ever get the chance, definitely check out mtggoldfish.com to check out these cards. Lots of cool stuff coming into the set. So there's the borderless, there's foil etched for the different cards. It looks like there's also extended arts, of course, and promos. So Hidden Blade will also have a promo that is different art than the actual set. A starter kit is coming out for Assassin's Creed, and then there are serialized, which this is actually cool. So the Leonardo da Vinci card is serialized, and it is in, I believe it's Italian is his normal language, the one he speaks. Cleopatra's is in her language. I mean, these are really cool. It looks like the cards are from different countries, but they're just serialized. Of course, extended arts are here. And Bloomborough also released some things. Of course, I was very surprised to see this. I thought it was just going to be animals and stuff like that, but it looks like they're taking their own take on different characters throughout the multiverse as Bloomborough characters. So, for example, Ral Crackling Wit is an otter, and it's the same Ral that's on the front of the Ravnica remastered packs. There's a Jace that's a fox. This set is going to be really cool. There's also cards that are not based on characters, like there's an elemental bear, a mouse soldier. So that's really cool, at least that it's not only returning, but it's also new things. But the lands are really cool because they're different seasons. So there's 4 different lands of each type, and they will all showcase a different season. There are also showcase arts, which these arts kind of remind me of the Brothers' War, where it's a mix of Brothers' War and the Eldraine showcase. So I can't wait to see more of these cards revealed. Again, we're only getting to see so much, so I don't want to show off what can't be shown yet, but there's also borderless cards, which looks like they have anime arts, so that's nice. I always do like the anime art, so that's returning. A starter kit will be in the Bloomborough, including an otter character and it looks like a rabbit soldier. So this is really cool. And that actually gets me to the end of the page. So I'm not going to post those yet just to make sure everything's official. And I'm going to go do some research to make sure that MagicCon actually posted that. But so many cards coming out. We'll definitely take a look at those in next week's episode. Dive really deep. See what all the new mechanics are. See everything that's announced. Can't wait. But for now, I have a giveaway winner to announce. Last week, I announced that there's a giveaway going on, and the winner from episode 3 is Zach Hireman. Congrats, I will contact you soon for delivery of your prize. But, are you looking for a shout out in the next episode? If you can tell me what my second favorite precon is from the Fallout set, I will enter your name into a drawing to give you a shout out. All you have to do is comment on the post which corresponds to this week's episode release on my Instagram at Untapped Mana Show. Also in my Instagram bio is my brand new link tree, which gives access to my YouTube, Apple Podcast page, Spotify page, my Instagram of course, and all the Zeke's Comics and Games online pages. Thank you so much for listening and helping me traverse through the wasteland and the multiverse because of this week's huge leaks, and I can't wait to see what everyone pulls from their collector's packs, of course not this week, but in the following weeks, and what we're going to create with these brand new cards. But of course, I'll end you with some food for thought. Never leave any mana untapped. That is, unless you are a blue player. Thank you for listening, and have a great day.